All right, everyone. It's LP, writer and creator of Nyobi and Savage Sins. Some great comics you can find right now on my eBay store. Stay tuned at the end of the video from a word from my sponsor. You all know who it is. We're coming at you with that next in comics. And what's being thrown around here by Tom Brevoort is Dani Moonstar. Is she getting her own solo X-Men series? And what about Scott Summers? Where does Cyclops fall into all this? Well, Marvel executive editor and senior vice president X-Men group editor, Mr. Tom Brevoort, continues to make himself available to the fan base in a way that his predecessors never had, with his continuing Q&A in his Substack newsletter. Now, full disclosure, I've never been to this man's Substack. I barely even know what Substack is. Maybe I should get one though. And maybe we should start reading Mr. Tom Brevoort's weekly, if they are weekly, updates in his Substack just to get that next and all that Marvel news. Let me know if that's something I should do. But goes on to say, such as whether or not certain characters in X-Men will get their own series, and who or will not be appearing in Imperial, whatever that is. I'm not even sure what Imperial is. Like the Imperials, the Star Wars has invaded X-Men. What's going on here? By Jonathan Hickman. So Joe West, go West, young man, go West, says, any chance of Mirage, aka Dani Moonstar, leading an X team in the new era, maybe even a solo book, or at least joining a team, loving her in Magic and just want to see more of her. He replied, well, as you say, Joe, she's in Magic at the moment, but this possibility has been leaning a little bit more likely in recent months, so stay tuned. So I didn't even know that. Like, I buy Magic, and of course, Magic's my favorite all-time Marvel character. You guys follow the channel know this. I have the first 4 issues of Magic, but I've only read issue 1. So knowing that she's in the book actually makes that sound a little bit better for me. Not that I think Magic needs, all the New Mutants to be a part of it, but to have some familiar supporting cast works for me. Joe asks, the X-Men 15 fan mail is almost about how happy fans are with Jed MacKay's Cyclops. I got to meet Jed MacKay. I'm sure I'll see him again this summer. So could you please tell us how likely fans are to get a Cyclops solo series in the next few months? 20 to 80% or more? Please make it happen. Tom replies, I think there's a better than zero chance of this happening, Joel. So Cyclops did have his own solo series for a while. It was based around the young, time-displaced Cyclops from back in like the 2015, 2016 days. And it was all right, but it wasn't really Cyclops. It wasn't really the man himself. It was like his alternate reality kid version. Sat asks, is there any possibility that Emma Frost Comics becomes a permanent solo series? Also, they got that in there 3 times. There is something in the near future for Shang-Chi that you could say. Us Shang-Chi fans really miss him. No one misses Shang-Chi. I didn't even see the movie. If you could say anything in regards to that, that'd be great. Tom tells us that Emma Frost limited series is designed to be a limited series, but that doesn't mean we may not do a similar project with characters set in the present at some point. As for Shang-Chi, he's going to be showing up in a book in the near future. And while we get a little whack-a-mole for the upcoming Imperial series, which I'm going to have to look into, I'm suspecting that is like something Marvel Galactic stuff. Straight from the horse's mouth, that is Tom Brevoort. Look, I don't know how many X-Men characters need their own solo series. I don't know. It all depends on how well they sell, I guess, and how cool they are. Do I like seeing them in miniseries? Yeah. Do I like Magic in their own series? Yeah. But I don't know if every single character of the X needs to have their own book. I don't know. It can work with the right team. You can take any character and make them fucking badass if you have the right team. But there has to be an interest. There has to have those creative juices flowing. And you need to tie it into something. Right now, everyone's got a little bit of X-Men fever because of Marvel Rivals and the Krakoa maps and Emma Frost being introduced. We also got the Fantastic Four and Thunderbolts movies that are dropping hints for the future of the MCU, which we all know includes the X. So tie these things in together and they can be really successful. But when we start hearing reports of ongoing series that can't even make it to issue 10 before they get canceled, That's disappointing. And I don't want to see you put Mirage, aka Dani Moonstar, in her own series, only to cancel it after 7 issues. Right? Just make it a mini series. And that's what's great about miniseries, by the way, is that's how you really get to test the waters if something could be successful, is you don't commit to like years and years of a book if you don't know, you don't have a feeling how well it's going to do, right? But you throw out a 4-part miniseries, and if people gravitate to it and they love the team and they love what they saw and they're crying for more, then that's when you can give them more. So guys, let me know what you think down in the comments section below. Sound off. Should Dani Moonstar get her own series? How about Cyclops, man? What about Shang-Chi? Even though I don't really consider him part of the conversation, you can make him part if you want. And as I said at the top of the video, now it's time for you to find out how you can get a hold of my comic books, which are very X-Men influenced, by the way. Not scared to admit that. I'm a big Chris Claremont fan. And if you want to see what I'm talking about, just stay tuned for a word from our sponsor. Me. All right, and just who is today's sponsor? Well, it was me, Austin. It's been me all along. And of course, what we're promoting here is the Nyobicomics eBay page. Link is in the description of the video, pinned at the top as always. Come on by and check out what we have to offer. It's Nyobi all the way from the original black and white stuff all the way up to Outbreak 3 with Outbreak 4 right around the corner. Thank you for supporting that comic on Kickstarter, by the way. And if you didn't know, I also have a second comic called Savage Sin, and we got Savage Sin #1 and #2 out with all kinds of great variants. You can see right there on the screen, we got one from Greg Bo Watson and R.B. White. We got everything that you need to catch up on the Nyobi Comics universe. Savage Sin, Nyobi, eBay. Come by right now.